My name's James and I'm the Chief Executive of Woolwich Creative District Trust. That means that I have overall responsibility for running Woolwich Works. It's my job to develop the vision and the strategy for the site, and I'm accountable to both the charity's Board of Trustees and the Council for its delivery. When we launched the first phase of our website a few months ago, the thing probably that people said most to me was, "Oh God, this is actually happening then." And I found it quite funny because there were even people who were very close to the project or partners on the project that I think were surprised and excited that we'd finally got to that stage. I think what goes with that is that people generally maybe still don't really understand what Woolwich Works is, what we're planning to do here, and I get why. The buildings are still behind big hoardings, there's very much still builders on site, and we haven't really been able to announce a programme or events or anything that we'll be doing on the site when it opens next year. It's really important that there's a variety of things for people to see and do here. It's not all about selling tickets for big shows. We want you to be able to come and take part in things or see smaller performances or new and emerging talent. And of course, if you just want to come and explore the buildings and hang out or buy a beer, we'd really love you to do that too. We're obviously in a residential area and it's really important that we're a good neighbour. To this end, the Council's works to the main performance space behind me include quite a lot of acoustic engineering that you'll never see, but that should ensure that sound from performances and events held within the venue stays there. That said, it is a Grade 2 listed building, so we can't make it bulletproof from an acoustic perspective, and these considerations have therefore also influenced our approach to programming. We won't be able to do stadium rock and roll shows, but we do really hope that the Fireworks Factory becomes a great new home for music, focusing on jazz, folk, world, acoustic and classical. Inside, it naturally has an amazing room acoustic, and I hope that when complete, it'll become known as the most intimate big venue that always sounds amazing. It won't just be used for music though, it's a really flexible space that will work well for a huge variety of performances and events. Our resident artistic companies include Chineke Orchestra, the National Youth Jazz Orchestra, Protein Dance and the Woolwich Contemporary Print Fair, and I hope that they'll all host performances and events here when it opens. Alongside that, we'll be looking at comedy, spoken word, literature and of course a great range of community events. Different people realise their creative potential in different ways, but the benefits, skills and opportunities that come from doing so are really valuable. There are many jobs in the creative and cultural industries that are never seen on stage, and they're brilliant, and here we've got a real focus on creating as many of them as possible. We believe that if you come and work with an organisation like us, whether that's doing work experience, volunteering or taking a paid job, full or part-time, you should leave with more than just your salary. So next year, another thing that I'm looking forward to developing more and telling you more about is a programme that we're going to put in place to ensure that Woolwich Works is really committing to investing in the people that contribute to its success. We really hope that Woolwich Works will encourage people from elsewhere in London and the country to visit Woolwich and discover everything that it has to offer, and not just on this side of the road. We're already really proud to be part of our community here in Woolwich, and we hope that in time you'll be proud of us too. If we can do all those things, if we can realise all of those ambitions, then what we'll have done is created something of national significance for local benefit. And that is Woolwich Works. The COVID-19 pandemic has obviously had a significant effect on the project. It's running later than we'd originally have hoped, and the climate in which we'll open will be very different to the one that we'd expected. Since March, when lockdown first began, we've worked really hard to reimagine our plans for Woolwich Works, to redevelop the business model and the business plans, and to figure out how we move forward in these very challenging times that have obviously had a devastating impact on the creative and cultural industries and of course many other parts of the country and the economy. Probably though my favourite of all of them was, it goes back quite a few years now, but was Dizzy Rascal at the BBC Electric Proms back when that was held at the Roundhouse. I remember just the most amazing experience of watching Dizzy Rascal knock out all these hits, and then behind him there's a full orchestra and a choir in suits and ties, and that kind of collision of different musical worlds made for something just really exciting and special and powerful. And if I've got sort of one personal hope for here at Woolwich Works, is that we are able to take on that role of being a bit of a catalyst for collaboration, and that we can make some of those, or help to make, I suppose, some of those really special and interesting performances happen, albeit probably not quite as loud as that one was. You should be excited.